They were meant to stand complete. Furthermore, both stories were nominated for awards, and the poem actually won one. For historical interest, if nothing else, we figured they ought to be in print somewhere. This is the place. Early works. I'm not ashamed of these stories. They were the best I could do at the time, and they still hold up rather well, but they just don't deserve the same standing as the stories that I still believe in, and I didn't think the ideas were worth the effort of going back and rewriting the stories so they were up to snuff. So here they are for such entertainment as they offer, and perhaps they'll also provide some encouragement to young authors who will read them, smile brightly, and say, if these could get published, anything can. Out of genre stories. Let's face it, if this collection has any commercial viability, it's as a collection of science fiction and fantasy stories. But that isn't the only kind of story I write, and Beth and I thought you might enjoy getting a look at the sort of thing I write for other audiences. Many of the stories were originally aimed at the Mormon audience. Others don't have any discernible audience on God's green earth, but we thought there was even a valid genre reason for including them in a collection of science fiction and fantasy. For some of you, at least, reading Mormon fiction will be the most alien experience you've ever had.
Ender's Game. Whatever your gravity is when you get to the door, remember, the enemy's gate is down. If you step through your own door like you're out for a stroll, you're a big target and you deserve to get hit with more than a flasher. Ender Wiggins paused and looked over the group. Most were just watching him nervously, a few understanding, a few sullen and resisting. First day with this army, all fresh from the teacher squads, and Ender had forgotten how young new kids could be. He'd been in it for 3 years. They'd had 6 months. Nobody over 9 years old in the whole bunch. But they were his. At 11, he was half a year early to be a commander. He'd had a tune of his own and knew a few tricks, but there were 40 in his new army. Green. All marksmen with a flasher, all in top shape or they wouldn't be here. But they were all just as likely as not to get wiped out first time in the battle. Remember, he went on, they can't see you till you get through that door. But the second you're out, they'll be on you. So hit that door the way you want to be when they shoot at you. Legs up under you, going straight down. He pointed at a sullen kid who looked like he was only 7, the smallest of them all. Which way is down, Greeno? Toward the enemy door. The answer was quick. It was also surly, as if to say, yeah, now get on with the important stuff. Name, kid? Bean. Get that for size or for brains? Bean didn't answer. The rest laughed a little. Ender had chosen right. This kid was younger than the rest. Must have been advanced because he was sharp. The others didn't like him much. They were happy to see him taken down a little, like Ender's first commander had taken him down. Well, Bean, you're right on to things. Now, I'll tell you this. Nobody's going to get through that door without a good chance of getting hit. A lot of you are going to be turned into cement somewhere. Make sure it's your legs, right? If only your legs get hit, then only your legs get frozen, and in nullo, that's no sweat. Ender turned to one of the dazed ones. What are legs for, Blank stare, confusion, stammer. Forget it. Guess I'll have to ask Bean here. Legs are for pushing off walls. Still bored. Thanks, Bean. Get that, everybody? They all got it, and didn't like getting it from Bean. Right. You can't see with legs, you can't shoot with legs, and most of the time they just get in the way. If they get frozen sticking straight out, you've turned yourself into a blimp. No way to hide. So how do legs go? A few answered this time, to prove that Bean wasn't the only one who knew anything. Under you. Tucked up under. Right, a shield. You're kneeling on a shield, and the shield is your own legs. And there's a trick to the suits. Even when your legs are flashed, you can still kick off. I've never seen anybody do it but me, but you're all gonna learn it. Ender Wiggins turned on his flasher. It glowed faintly green in his hand. Then he let himself rise in the weightless workout room, pulled his legs under him as though he were kneeling, and flashed both of them. Immediately his suit stiffened at the knees and ankles so that he couldn't bend at all. Okay, I'm frozen, see? He was floating a meter above them.